Good day Forex trader. Your USD Forex Signal, strong bullish retracement. Today's pivotal point is likely to be 1.1609. Today's EURUSD signals. Risk 0.75%. Trades may only be entered between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. London time today. Short trade ideas. Go short following a bearish price action reversal on the H1 time frame immediately upon the next touch of 1.1609 or 1.1668. Put the stop loss 1 pip above the local swing high. Adjust the stop loss to break even once the trade is 20 pips in profit. Remove 50% of the position as profit when the price reaches 20 pips in profit and leave the remainder of the position to ride. Long trade ideas. Go long following a bullish price action reversal on the H1 time frame immediately upon the next touch of 1.1587, 1.1567, or 1.1536. Put the stop loss 1 pip below the local swing low. Adjust the stop loss to break even once the trade is 20 pips in profit. Remove 50% of the position as profit when the price reaches 20 pips in profit and leave the remainder of the position to ride. The best method to identify a classic price action reversal is for an hourly candle to close, such as a pin bar, a doji, an outside or even just an engulfing candle with a higher close. You can exploit these levels or zones by watching the price action that occurs at the given levels. Your USD Analysis. I wrote last Tuesday that the key indicator of today's EURUSD direction was whether the price remained above 1.1555 or broke below it. This was a pretty good call, as once the level broke down, the price continued to fall over the rest of the day, reaching a long-term low price at 1.1524. The price has been rising ever since the low was made that day, and we are seeing several new higher support levels get formed as the price now looks bullish and approaches the next key resistance level at 1.1609. There is a long-term bearish trend here, but the pullback is quite deep, and I think it will be significant if the price gets established above the resistance level at 1.1609 later today. That would be a bullish sign. The euro has been one of the weakest major currencies in recent weeks, and the strong USD has pushed the price down. However, yesterday's higher than expected US inflation data has pushed the dollar down, and we should now watch carefully to see whether the greenback bounces back from its drop made over recent hours. I will take a bullish bias on this currency pair if the price can get established above 1.1609. GBP USD Forex Signal, on the cusp of a bullish breakout. The pair will likely keep rising as bulls target the upper side of the flag pattern at 1.3672. Bullish view. Buy the GBP USD and add a take profit at 1.3700. Add a stop loss at 1.3565. Lower side of the bullish flag. Timeline, 1 to 2 days. Bearish view. Set a sell stop at 1.3565 and a take profit at 1.3500. Add a stop loss at 1.3630. The GBP USD pair rebounded as the market reacted to the strong UK GDP and American consumer inflation numbers that were published on Wednesday. The pair rose to a high of 1.3647, which was relatively higher than this week's low of 1.3570. UK GDP and US inflation. The UK has been publishing relatively strong numbers recently. On Tuesday, the country's Office of National Statistics, ONS, published strong jobs numbers. The data showed that the country's unemployment rate declined to 4.5% in August as the economy reopened. The job growth was driven by the services sector, which includes companies like restaurants and hotels. On Wednesday, the ONS published strong GDP numbers. The data revealed that the economy rebounded by about 0.4% in August. This growth was also driven by the services sector. At the same time, the UK manufacturing, industrial, and construction output soared. Meanwhile, the UK inflation is expected to soar as oil and gas prices rise. As such, there is a likelihood that the Consumer Price Index, CPI, will move above the Bank of England's, BO, Target of 4%. As such, investors have started pricing in tightening by the bow. The GBP USD also rose as the European Union made some concessions to prevent a hard border on Northern Ireland. The Union said that it was ready to scrap most of the border checks for goods entering Northern Ireland. The UK has insisted that the bloc will need to renegotiate some of the exit clauses. Meanwhile, across the pond, data showed that the country's inflation is rising. The headline CPI jumped to 5.4% in September. Later today, the US will publish the latest Producer Price Index, PPI, data. Economists expect the data to show that the headline PPI jumped to 8.7% while core PPI rose to 7.1%. GBP USD forecast. The GBP USD pair rose slightly in the overnight session. It managed to move from a low of 1.3570 to 1.3650. The pair has formed a bullish flag pattern that is shown in black. It also moved above the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level. At the same time, it has jumped above the 25-period and 50-period exponential moving averages. Therefore, the pair will likely keep rising as bulls target the upper side of the flag pattern at 1.3672. In the longer term, it will likely break out and resume the bullish trend. USD Jpy Forex Signal, still bullish. The price has room to rise much higher. Today's USD Jpy signals. Risk 0.75%. Trades must be taken before 5 p.m. Tokyo time Friday. Short trade idea. Go short following a bearish price action reversal on the H1 time frame immediately upon the next touch of 115.17. Place the stop loss 1 pip above the local swing high. Move the stop loss to break even once the trade is 20 pips in profit. Remove 50% of the position as profit when the price reaches 20 pips in profit and leave the remainder of the position to ride. Long trade ideas. Go long following a bullish price action reversal on the H1 time frame immediately upon the next touch of 113.20 or 113.03. Place the stop loss 1 pip below the local swing low. Move the stop loss to break even once the trade is 20 pips in profit. Remove 50% of the position as profit when the price reaches 20 pips in profit and leave the remainder of the position to ride. The best method to identify a classic price action reversal is for an hourly candle to close, such as a pin bar, a doji, an outside or even just an engulfing candle with a higher close. You can exploit these levels or zones by watching the price action that occurs at the given levels. USD Jpy Analysis. I wrote last Tuesday that this currency pair was now in a very bullish position, breaking with strong momentum to a new one-year record high price. I therefore thought there would likely be good long trading opportunities over the coming days, and that the price had potential to rise all the way to 115.17. This was a good call insofar as the price has held up, although it has not really advanced over the past 2 days. Short traders would have been disappointed. The USD has lost some of its attractiveness after getting knocked down yesterday following higher than expected US inflation data released yesterday. However, the yen remains weak, and this has been enough to hold the price up over recent hours. Nearby key support remains unbroken, which is a bullish sign. However, the short-term price action suggests a downwards price movement is most likely over the coming hours. The big question most relevant to this currency pair now seems to be whether the USD recovers or not. If the dollar remains weak, that would be a sign that higher inflation may begin to weaken the dollar instead of boost it, as has been seen over recent months, due to the expectation that it would result in a rate hike. If the USD weakens, weakness in the yen will likely be easier to exploit in yen crosses such as the EURUSD and maybe even the GBP JPY. In any case, for the time being I am still ready to enter a long trade in this currency pair from any bullish bounce we may get at either 113.20 or 113.03.